And your host of our Shane and Chris, here's Shane and Chris.
Welcome to After Hours with Shane and Chris. Hi, everybody. My name is Shane, and that's my good buddy Chris, who is the best podcaster I've ever met. That's how we met, actually, is through his show, and I was a guest. And for many years now, we've been able to kind of share. Chris has come on my podcast, and I've been on his quite a few times now. So then we came up with this original idea. And this original idea was, why don't we join forces and create a podcast that is going to address so many interesting things, not only in our lives, but in the lives of the people that are listening as well. I mean, to say to you, this is going to be a drama show. No, this is going to be a talk show. And we're going to talk about subjects. And just as a preamble to that, some subjects we may touch on may not be suitable for all listeners. So this is an adult program, which is why we call it After Hours with Shane and Chris. And it's meant for the adult crowd. So if you got kids in the room that are listening, not that we're going to be swearing or doing anything crazy like that, but anyway, it's more of an adult topic type of idea. So you can govern your own family accordingly. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Now I can let you talk.
I'm just waiting my turn, you know? And I haven't been on your podcast yet.
No, not my new one. You haven't. That's right. No. That's right.
Will be. Sometime this year I'll come on. We'll make time for that. I have lots of time. What am I saying? Especially with all the snow. Absolutely. Especially with all the snow that's going to be happening up here in Canada, in U.S. because USA is getting a lot of snow and deep freezes down there and deep freezes up here, and it's cold today here. It was cold.
Yes.
So it's
Now you're in the Greater Toronto area.
Yes.
In Ontario, Canada, and the best thing about our show. Actually, go ahead, Chris. You were going to say something there. Sorry, go ahead.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was just agreeing.
Oh, okay. All right. And I'm broadcasting live from the big island of Newfoundland, Canada. And that's the place your mind, when you hear the word Newfoundland, if you're in every other province or territory in the country, you go, Newfoundland equals cold, equals snow, maybe a few igloos. There's all this crazy thinking about it. But I will tell you that from Atlantic Canada here on the big island of Newfoundland, there is year-round beauty and magic here. I lived in Ontario all my life, and I moved out here 3 years ago. So I tell you, it's so beautiful that the landscapes literally speak to you. That's how majestic the mountains and the different things that you see, right down to the moose in the middle of the road. Which for a Southern Ontario guy, I had to really kind of learn how to drive differently with moose on the go, because I understand now that they're such big animals. They could, if you hit one, you'd be dead.
Yeah, but they're beautiful. I've seen one. I've seen a moose out in, not Nova Scotia. I think it was in Nova Scotia, but northern Nova Scotia. What do they call that area? What is it called? Not Ganaraska. I keep thinking Ganaraska. LinkedIn is for Google these days. I can't even spell Nova Scotia. It is, let me see here. There's Nova, wait a second. Okay, there's Nova, well, that's Newfoundland.
Ah.
Okay, where are we here? Prince Edward Island I've been to. Oh, Cape Breton, that's it. Cape Breton, I went up there and we were up in the hills, there were mountains, beautiful, and we obviously this female moose looking at us. And I had to fly to the other side and took a picture of her. So I don't know if I have the picture now, but I mean, she was It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
You know, I now keep my phone clipped. I have a little clips on my rearview mirror in my car,
Yeah.
and it holds my phone, and I can actually film as I drive. You know, because all of a sudden I've had two moose in the middle of the road, and as soon as I go to grab my phone, which was usually beside me on the passenger seat, I'd look up and they were gone.
Yeah.
You know, so I really want to be ready to catch, you know, the image. Now, I did catch
Yep.
a very rare image of a white moose or an albino
Really?
moose. There's only 9 of them here on the island of Newfoundland. So I saw one of 9, and apparently they're very rare to see. And I actually caught them galloping off into the snow in the hill.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to see it, wouldn't it?
Oh,
Oh, wow.
it was
I just
amazing.
I just looked up the picture. Beautiful. What a beautiful looking
Yes.
creature.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, there's even one with the male one with the male moose with the antlers are actually white. Now, was it
Yes.
a male or female?
I don't know. It was a baby. So it hadn't really I didn't see any not horns on his head, but antlers.
Yeah.
Any horns on his head. Oh my goodness sakes. I'm so Southern Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't see any kind of antlers grown through yet. So it must have been a real young one.
Yeah. Young or female, probably. Females do not have the antlers. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not up on my moose education, but I'm glad you are.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Still a little choppy in the throat. But yeah, they're beautiful animals, but dangerous though. Dangerous.
Absolutely.
I seen a black bear. I was coming back from my neighbor next door on this side of me, like on my left, and it was dark, and we just see the rear end butt of a bear, and it was really cool. I'm like, look, I saw a bear. But I've seen rattlesnakes up north. That was an interesting experience. Yeah, I've seen about 3, 1 baby and 2 full grown. But we saw one. It was coiled up, and the head was sticking up, and the tail was like rattling away, like leave me alone, like, you know.
Yes.
But
did it scare you?
No, I kind of looked and like, oh, there it is, and I grabbed my camera and I took I didn't have this, so for those who are wondering, this is the DJI thing here. I love it, but
oh wow, look at that!
But
is that what Santa brought you?
My sister-in-law and my brother.
Oh, okay, all right.
I love it.
That's cool. That's very cool looking. And now, where do you use that? Like, I've never seen one of those.
I'll be using. I mainly use them for my Motivation Friday videos, which I haven't even done them yet. A single one. I've been at friends today for the whole day. Yesterday, because this is going up 3 o'clock. 3 p.m. for those who are wondering. This is up on 3 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. So, but I use it for my motivation videos, maybe update videos if I have any update videos for the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, this is actually, may as well tell you guys, and she and I already know this, but they can only tune in to this show exclusively on crispyontheweb.com. It's a very exclusive show on my website because I do not like YouTube. I hate YouTube with a passion. Even though I'm doing gaming videos, I still do not like YouTube. That's the one thing. So, it's,
well, you know what? I mean, I'm sure you're not alone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are people. Sorry, my dog keeps hitting my stand, moving it, and I'm getting out more out of frame and more out of frame.
Which one, Mother?
Yeah, no, that's Jazz. Jazz. So he's laying down beside me, but I've got a stand with a circle light, and he keeps bumping into
I
it.
see it. Yeah, you're like moving. You're gonna have to do the shit. That's what's great about this, though. Is let me fire back up. Is it will it will do it will follow me wherever, which
Wow.
is great. I don't even have the camera. Actually, I don't use the actual camera for this. Oh, I just did not just close that, did I? I did. I don't know
Did
why.
you?
Yeah, I'm trying to find
God.
the app. Is the DJI? Where the hell did I put it? My DJI app is gone. Anyways, but that is strange. It should be here. Just looking. Oh, I know where it could be. There it is. Silly me. Yeah, now I'm.
Find it?
Oh yeah, and the battery's gonna die. But yeah, all I do is change device name, and then I can actually I can see. I should vlog it, like do a little vlog section one day behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Look, but only problem is I got to charge it, and I might not be able to use it for Motivation Friday this week because I've been screwing around with it too much. I have to charge
Oh
it.
no.
But what's good about it? You can charge it to the computer. So.
Oh, cool. That's very cool.
But yeah, it goes by an app. So.
Tell how is our show can be viewed weekly, right?
Yep.
And so people will tune in here on Instagram or Chris on the Web Media.
Chris on the Web Media.
Media, yes. Chris on the Web Media. That's what I thought.
I don't know what the limit is on TikTok. I don't know what the limit is. 60 minutes,
we can find that out.
If we keep it to 60 minutes, I can upload it to our actual TikTok account. I can
wonderful.
share it. Yeah, I could. I could also.
That's fair.
So we could even do it on, I think, Facebook. You're allowed up to what, an hour? I think so.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, and Instagram too. So, yeah, we could do that.
We're good. We are good.
And also, chrisbellbot.com will upload it too. So that's great.
Absolutely. Maybe tell us a little bit about yourself. I've introduced myself, and we all want to know what the skinny is on you.
The 411.
The 411. You know that? I love it.
Yeah, as Meredith would say, from the Parent Trap movie, 1998 movie, really awesome movie, with Lindsay Lohan and Natasha Richardson and all them. But I like what she says. Here's your 411, buddy. Like that. So my 411, I'm actually Chris. Well, I am Chris. I am the founder and CEO of Chris Media for the last 11 years. That's scary. Wow. That's scary to think. That's been a long time.
It's went by fast though.
I thought about it. I was just lying in my bed and I'm like, it's gonna be 12 years this year. 12 years of operations, and we're still here. Wow. No matter what the stinking haters say. I also do a lot of the blogs. I'm a regular blogger. And yes. I should give you access to it if you want to do a post ever. I should get your Gmail and I can set you up on that. So that'd be kind of cool.
Absolutely.
So I do the blogs. I do podcasts. I got Entertainment Man. I got the CBOTW show, TV and Movies podcast, which I do a lot with Larry. I do a lot with Bob Lament. So I'm really busy with those. But usually I only record once a month. So that's kind of lightens up the load for the month of, for the month. So it's good. And once a month, Larry and I will get together and we've talked about, the return, him returning and all that from his leave as he's moved up to Perry Sound area. So he's up north. So it's a lot of snow up there. So yeah, I do a lot of that. It is, yeah. I'm going to go visit him this summer. Actually, I'm going to go up there and visit. Maybe I'll bring the DJI and I'll do a little bit of vlog reception or something with him.
That'd be great.
Yeah. But also, I work on the website. I am the one that does a lot of the website stuff. So it's important to keep it up to date. And I've been doing that, and I did some updates recently. So it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been a fun career. And previously, I ran the video project team from 2005 to 2014 as a project group. Just did like different video projects, like entertainment talk show was one of them, and it's on my wall forever because I have all the posters on the wall. So now, I kind of have all the different projects we've done over the course of time, and we did do reality TV podcast. We don't do that anymore. We're no longer, doing reality TV podcasting anymore. It's just completely done. I've been trying to reboot it, but it's just not been working out the greatest. So, but that's more about me. Oh, may as well say that also I'm autistic, and I also have mental health issues, anxiety. So, and it's been a big challenge lately too.
Sure.
Yeah, especially now that Ontario Shores hasn't gotten back to me to help me with my mood. So I'm just going to deal with it on my own until they call, if they ever call. Yeah. If they don't, then so be it. But I also have an anxiety ring.
Oh, yes, yes.
Everybody's seen this, yeah.
I think there's mine.
Yes, I think yours does the middle. Ooh, nice. That's an ouchie on your hand there. You got a cut.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know how I did that, actually, but I've been bumping it off everything, and I've been bleeding, and I just can't stop bumping it off stuff, so I think I need a helmet and some gloves.
Yeah, you need
hockey gloves.
Yeah, you need to pad-proof the joint.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. And I'm going to chime in with you at this point. I myself suffer from mental health illnesses, syndromes, disorders. The terminology is changing all the time.
Yeah.
But I've been permanently I've been disabled all my life, but was officially retired after 20 years in law enforcement back in 2006, and that's the last time I really did a job that was kind of considered a full-time job. And I have what they call complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Mm-hmm. So the word complex at the beginning is it expands on what post-traumatic stress disorder looks like when it's left unchecked, and it becomes something even greater and complex, and everything in daily life that's traumatizing or triggering, just totally throws me off. I do readily admit to people that that I am disabled, and I think bringing that to the table, both you and I, makes us very unique in our talk show here.
Yeah.
I really do. So we welcome the disabled community. We welcome people from all walks of life to listen in, and you're going to enjoy these shows. Now we have a portion of our show coming up here called Hot Topics. That's going to be an every week thing. We're each going to have hot topics we want to discuss, and I'm going to throw it over to you, Chris, because I want you to lead us off with one of your topics that you'd like us to hear about.
I don't remember what I wrote. I'm trying to remember. Oh, wait a second. Just a second. I got to get my notes out.
Yeah. That's all right. I'll wait.
And I don't remember where I put it. Hang on a second. I think I know where it is. I might have put it into the computer. I know I did because I knew it was going to be there. But there it is. Found it. That's what I was looking for. So the first one is drama. Is like, I know, like, I want to talk about this because I want to talk about the whole YouTube thing because I know I've talked about it, and there's a certain group of people have been making me triggered, and yeah, drama sells and it makes the channel a lot better, but I'm not about drama. I'm about having fun and meeting new people and creating great content, and I've done that with the gaming streams, and it always seems to go back towards drama. It's just I'm just sick of it, and I think it's just time that I focus on the podcast and the web shows, and and I still do the gaming videos just twice a week, but I don't record as often because I've already recorded a bunch. But I mean, still, why can't I don't know why people why we can't all get along in life. Life's too short, and life will take us no matter life will take us life can take us away in an instant, right? Like that. You just gotta live life to the fullest, and definitely drama has nowhere in that place for me. And I gotta get out of that toxicity, and I just got out of a toxic situation with all my staff, and now my staff are down to you, me, Larry, and Bob, and soon Mary's gonna join. Mary's joining later in the year for another show as well, but that's later on.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Yeah, no, I mean what you're saying is something that is very scarce in the world today, and that is getting along. Which actually brings me to if you're completed your point, Chris.
Mm-hmm. I'm done. Yeah.
It leads us right into what's happening in the U.S. right now. I tell you, I'm totally riveted watching the insaneness of ICE officers and all the confrontations and people being shot, and we've got real problems. I mean, listen, Canada. Let's at least right now. Yeah. The Prime Minister is asking for 130 citizen soldiers. My first question was, what the hell is a citizen soldier? They give you a week's training on one gun, a rifle, on a machine gun. They give you. This is what I was told. The definition. They give you 1 week's training. They give you that gun, and they say, if we call upon you, you'll be ready to come out and fight.
Wow, really?
That's because our military is depleted here in Canada.
Yeah,
it was decimated by previous administrations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We relied on that U.S. Backing, but now that that's not there, and really, what's happening when the protests, which I'm very, very pleased to see, they're not burning Minneapolis, let's say, to the ground.
Yeah.
They're peacefully protesting, yet still getting shot and killed. And I have a real problem with the way those ICE agents are treating people. And I had actually come up. I said to a friend, I said, with my experience in law enforcement, I guarantee you all of those ICE agents were told by Bovino, head of ICE, that you can go out and arrest people and hurt people with impunity. You are never going to be prosecuted for anything you do. That is the only reason they're dragging people from their cars and smashing into them with their vehicles. I mean, it's so crazy that it's almost entertaining, in the sense that Trump just keeps pulling us in, and then pushing us away with comments. And like you said, Chris, why can't we all just get along? But right now, the world is changing, it seems like, huh? And what the superpowers are going to change, I feel, as well, in the future. But not a Trump fan. And listen, if we lose listeners because I said that, I apologize, but I'm not going to hide my belief system.
Yeah. Well, me either. Me either. And he's pretty well alienated himself from us as a country. This whole,
Yes.
what is it called? Tariff. This tariff
Tariff.
crap is just outrageous, and Doug Ford is trying to fix it with them down in the States, and it's just like, and then like nope, and it's like, okay, we're gonna put tariffs on you guys, on them.
Yes.
And I feel bad that we have to put tariffs back on you guys in the United States, because I really, we're two countries that are like, we're like brother and sister. Like we're on top of the U.S. and they're below. Like we're on the top and we're on the bottom. They're on the bottom, and it's just, we're supposed to be neighboring countries and getting along and not fighting. And same with the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, and the one in Israel, and like there's just so many wars going on, and I just can't wait until 2028, I think it is. Is that when the next?
That's right. I think that's the next election. Yes.
Yeah, it's 2 years. So
maybe we'll get him impeached before that and get his ass out of there.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Absolutely, mine are too. It's a very scary time, and you and I both know that if the U.S. wanted to threaten to take Canada by force like they did Greenland,
Yep.
they could actually do it with very little opposition.
Yeah, exactly.
It's interesting when you're watching Europe and NATO fight against a fellow NATO member,
Yeah.
and rightly so, But it's I think even they're confused by what the hell's going on.
Oh, definitely. And there was threats of World War III too, as well. Like there was threats of
Yes.
World War III, because I follow this gentleman, older gentleman in his 50s. He's going to be 60, I think, this year. Sam, and big shout out to Sam. That's where I get a lot of my information about U.S. is down through him on his YouTube
Yes.
channel. Sam F 2000 is the guy's name. But yeah, like I find out everything that's going on. Like, interesting, and that's what kind of gives me the idea to do some research. And one thing that's gotten really bad up here is crime too. The crime,
Yes.
both up here and down there, has really, really gotten to an all-time low. And I know one of the big things Doug Ford is trying to do is trying to get longer sentencing done, because the sentences are not long enough in this country, and maybe that'll trigger the whole country to do it too. But even Alberta wants nothing to do with the rest of the country. They want to separate, like the Quebecois does. So it's crazy times.
When I heard that about Alberta, I hadn't heard anything about that. And then all of a sudden I caught it on the newscast, and I couldn't believe that Alberta wanted to separate from Canada. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah.
But, and people with mental health issues during this crazy time of life, with the world in such disorder, I'm noticing a lot of my friends who typically find it hard to leave their home because of a mental health issue. They're what I call shut-ins. They don't want to leave the't at all. And I get it. There's terrible anxiety that goes along with that.
Yeah.
But I think you've really got to just keep an eye, not at all the time. You don't want to get dragged down that rabbit hole like I am now.
Yeah.
I'm watching all this U.S. and the Congress and all the infighting and all that. But people with mental health disorders can be triggered by this, even though it has nothing really directly to do with us Canadians as a people yet. But yeah, I actually find that we have to understand what's happening. We don't have to immerse ourselves in what's happening.
Yeah.
So we can dip our toe in the water just to get a flavor of, okay, should I be moving to Australia, or I was watching a YouTube video the other day about an ex-CIA spy, and now he's retired. and his name is Andrew Bustamante. Okay. Andrew Bustamante. And him and his wife, they were both CIA agents, and they actually were really married. So the CIA, wherever they put them in the world, put them as a family.
Yeah.
So they and it was so natural, right, for them.
Right.
But then they go out and do their, get the information they had to get. And so he's saying he's moving his family from the U.S. to the far side of Australia, because he says with the information I know, he says everything from Australia west, into the Western world is going to be under control of some type. Military action might happen. We're not going to be in a great place. But for some reason, moving to the other side of Australia, nobody's looking to attack that. Yeah. So that's why him and his wife are moving there with the children permanently. So I don't know. Is it a warning? Yes, I would say so. I think a CIA guy knows what he's talking about. And if you get a chance, go and check him out, Andrew Bustamante. While we're talking about this, I want to direct our listeners to a young lady by the name of Vanessa Williams. And I stumbled across her. And she has a video. You got to go to YouTube for this. You got to type in Vanessa Williams, "We Are the North." And they're calling it Canada's new anthem. And you got to listen to it and watch the video. It's spectacular. And the singing is, I would sing this song if it was our national anthem 3 times a day, rather than the old one I used to sing in school and hated doing so.
Oh, you're talking way before the old Canada? You were talking like...
Yes, old Canada, yeah. That's right.
The one before old Canada, what was it? God Save the Queen, I think it was?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think that if you get a chance to hear this song, Chris, this by Vanessa Williams, I'd love to know your thoughts on it for the next show. But understand that now is the time as citizens to enjoy our life and be free of what you discussed earlier, which is drama.
Yeah.
This Christmas, in this friendly island of Newfoundland, there's more people that that told me they were hung up because they had to get together with their family than not. There was so much sadness and families were fighting, and just all the typical Christmas crap that you hear. A lot of people were down on Christmas this year, and they didn't like going out, and they didn't like seeing people. Now you're hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
That's hustle and bustle. Mine, if you get a street full of 10 cars, that's quite a bit. The town's full.
Yeah, true. Well, I didn't even do anything for Christmas because I was sick, and I'm still a little funky in the mouth still. That's why I drink water with lemon, and the lemon's just tasting really off. I'm like, I don't like it, so I'm drinking regular water. But yeah, I've been trying all this lemon, and I had, it's called Mios, MIOS. Put it in water.
Right.
You can get like cranberry, you can get fruit punch, orange, lemon, you can get grape. You can get all kinds of flavors. But I like the lemon one, especially recording. I hate, recording something without water. I always like my water with lemon.
Yes.
I don't know why. I think the lemon's just soothing to the throat. But I'm getting off topic though. But I mean, yeah, I was sick. Yeah, it was really bad cold. I had it for a month, and I'm still kind of fighting off a bit of a cough, a little bit, the odd cough I have, but mostly I'm good now. I can talk, and I sound a lot stronger than I have been in my videos.
Yes. I'm going to give you a home remedy that people swear by here, and it's really old, this remedy. And get this: you cut up some onions, just onions.
Mm-hmm.
And you put nothing else with it. You cut it. You cut them into long slices. You place them on the bottom of your feet, and you put a pair of socks on before you go to bed. This is all done before bed. And when you apparently now, I haven't tried it, but apparently when you wake up the next morning, you will not be sick anymore. And yet the onion will be black.
Really? That's interesting.
Yes. Yes. So it's kind of funky. You got to kind of, put the onion on the bottom of your foot and then put your sock on real quick and just leave. And in the morning, that will be black. Now, as something, an additional thing, cut up an onion once a week and put it in a bowl and just leave it in any room of your house, and it kills all the germs.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Just by being out. Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
I think it's because, and I think we have about 10 minutes left, a little less than 10 minutes left in the show. So,
okay.
But yeah, I think it's just maybe the smell. It could be like the smell or something. The not the stench, but it like kind of the strong odor of onion. Maybe that does it. That kills off all the germs.
I had no idea that. I mean, this is a Newfoundland remedy, and I mean, the people here, you got to imagine how they've lived a very harsh climate life.
Yeah.
So they're into all this stuff. And onions, I would have never thought anything like that. So I'm happy that I can give that to you, and you can try it next time you get sick, or if you even feel sick now.
Yeah. I hope I don't feel sick anymore. I need this voice. I need this beautiful voice to talk. I have to give a gab around here, so I do this for a living, and it's I need the voice, and that's the one thing I found with being a creator too. Is just you have to have your voice available. If you lose your voice, then no bueno. It's like you can't do anything with it, right? So
yeah, that's right. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that. I'm going to address the elephant in the room, which is my tattoos. So the people, the viewing audience is probably looking, going, "Come on, that can't be real. It's makeup." Because I've had people say that to me. Is that real or is that makeup? Well, I can tell you that it's real. So I've had this done. And it goes right around the back of my head, and so it's a full head and face tattoo. I've always wanted one since I was 25, but I couldn't have one because I was in law enforcement, of course, and they barely allowed you to grow a mustache when I was.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I know that with ours too. Like that night, that fateful night that I was in the hospital and the police were here and everything else, they didn't have a beard. It was just nice and smooth.
Yep, that's right. That's right. I mean, the regulations now cops can have tattoos, right?
Yeah.
But back then you couldn't have tattoos. It was against the rules. They would charge you under the Police Act if you had them. Being out of uniform would be called.
Yeah, I think now you can have beards and all that with that too. That's changed. Lots has changed over the years. Like the right for women to vote. That was one of the big things back then. And I learned that in history class, and that was so interesting. I learned everything about, like, from that to the wars and, finding out what happened at the end. It was interesting. I love history, particularly Canadian history, too. And my teacher, Mr. Plishka, he rest his soul, because he passed away almost 7 years ago. So he was my history teacher, and that subject always nears and dear to my heart, even now. So
isn't that nice to remember somebody like that really affected your life in a positive way?
Yeah, it is, and he was my behavior intervention class teacher too. So he was a big part of my high school career. He's the reason why I got into college as well. He wrote a glowing recommendation for me, so that was awesome.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's great.
Mhm.
You know what? That's a great way to end this segment. Somebody that helped you, because remember we started out talking about we wish we had people like that in our lives that would help us out, when we're down.
Yeah.
And listen, I know you told me. I know you've taken a real crap kicking, throughout your life, in online and bullying and me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Maybe, and so maybe now this gives me some comfort, because if you look crazy, no one's gonna mess with you.
Yeah.
But really, I'm the nicest. I'm the nicest person, like you are. That's why we do so well together. So, how many are we done, or do we have another minute or so?
We have 5 minutes.
Okay, I wanted to end off on this.
Okay.
When my personal care worker comes to see me and they cook for me, because I don't know how to cook. They cook for me. And I have two ladies, one week, one the next week. And they're two very different types of cooks. One is younger, one is older. And they may make the same meal, but it tastes completely different. And that's the example between having wisdom versus experience. So you may have the experience, I'll use this cooking analogy.
Yeah.
You may have the experience to cook, and you may try to simulate what you've seen the chefs do, but you don't have the wisdom to know how to really do it well and to become one with the food you're making and all the gloriousness that goes along with that. Just because you have experience in life does not mean you have wisdom in life. And I believe that both you and I possess wisdom. At least I know we possess wisdom, but I hope our wisdom in the coming shows and some of our conversations are going to strike in the hearts and minds of our listeners. And I really look forward to doing this with you, buddy. This is our first one together. And let's listen. Thank you to our viewing audience. Do me a favor. Talk to your friends. Say After Hours with Shane and Chris is a pretty cool talk show. So recommend us, give them the link, and let's reach 6 million followers.
That's a little egregious, isn't it? But we will, because I'm always on the After Hours account, and I'm gonna get this edited, and I might put a little intro or whatever in there as well. But yes. I have a great little theme song. I'm gonna play it for you after, because I think maybe not doing copyright music might not be a good idea with social media. That's what I'm thinking. So yes. But we can recommend it at least. So.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, we should. I think this has been a very productive 45 minutes that we've been on the air, and yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So we're going to meet again next week, next Saturday, right? We're going to have it aired?
Yep, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Excellent. Yeah, don't do Newfoundland time. I'm an hour and a half ahead of Chris, so base the time the show comes on Toronto time.
Yes.
Not Newfoundland time.
Yes. I'm trying to convert it. Oh yeah. That's how it is. Yeah. And of course you can follow us everywhere, as always. Follow our socials. Follow After Hours with Shane and Chris. I know it says After Hours Talk Show. That's fine, but you can call us that, or After Hours with Shane or Chris. You can address us by Chris. Whatever you want to do. And I'll get some clips done from the episode, and I'll post that up throughout the week too as well. So gives you a little something to do in the meantime. So
love it, Chris. Love it. Listen, take care, my friend. And until next week, don't let the reality of the world we live in get you down. You and I gotta keep smiling, and we've got to be the strength for other people at times that'll need us.
I agree.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you guys next week.